RRB Steno dictation number 2. Speed 80 to 82 WPM. We have overhauled age-old process bottlenecks and delegated powers effectively to the functional levels. As a result, the rate of capital expenditure has increased substantially in the later quarters of the year and should now grow exponentially. We will continue to employ this new approach to our capital expenditure. We have managed to break away from the average capital expenditure of rupees 48,100 crore over the period 2009-14 and an average growth of only 8% per annum to achieve a quantum jump. This year, our investment would be close to double of the average of previous year, a feat never achieved earlier. For the year 2016-17, the capital plan has been pegged at rupees 1.21 lakh crore. This magnitude of investment calls for abandoning the business usual approach and continually innovating to find new ways of sourcing funds and executing projects, be it by forming joint ventures with states, developing new frameworks for PPP, scouting international markets for rupee bonds, or engaging with multilateral and bilateral agencies. Indian Railways will be at the forefront of infrastructure growth in the country. We have for the first time incorporated a statement in the Pink Book of Sanctioned Works, a list of partnership projects being undertaken with state government and other agencies. Every rupee of investment in railways has the capacity to increase economy-wide output by rupees 5. The impact that this increased investment in railways will have on the economic growth of the country is unprecedented. It would also lead to realizing the vision of a modern and efficient railway system. We in the railways must provide to the citizens of this country a rail system that they can be proud of, a system free from capacity constraints, a system that is efficient and predictable, a system that is sparkling and pristine, where the people of my country feel at ease, where there is plenty of choice in every sphere of activity, and the ease of doing business pervades the entire railway ecosystem. In short, a system that is capable of taking care of its own needs financially and otherwise. By 2020, we look forward to meeting the long-felt desires of the common man. Reserved accommodation on trains being available on demands. Timetabled freight trains with credible service commitments. High-end technology to significantly improve safety records. Elimination of all unmanned level crossings. Punctuality increased to almost 95%. Increased average speed of freight trains to 50 km per hour and mail express trains to 80 km per hour. Semi-high speed trains running along the Golden Quadrilateral. Zero direct discharge of human waste. I am thankful to the various committees, including the committee chaired by Dr. Debroy, whose recommendations have informed our vision. Many of the recommendations being already a part of my last year's budget speech have seen expedited implementation, while there is steady progress on several others. Our Prime Minister demands the conversion of vision into specific reality with speed, efficiency, and total transparency. As I stand to deliver my second budget, I am conscious that this is not only a moment for the evolution of new ideas, but also an examination of last year's momentum. Accountability is an ongoing principle of public life. I am happy to announce that action has been initiated on 139 budget announcements made last year. Madam Speaker, let me take a few minutes to dwell on the progress of some of the key initiatives taken during this year. With great pleasure, I wish to inform the House that bankable railway projects are now assured of funding and should be completed within the next 3-4 years. We have introduced a new way of funding our projects through institutional financing. LIC has agreed to invest rupees 1.5 lakh crore over 5 years on extremely favorable terms. We are also looking forward to setting up a fund with multilateral assistance for financing railway projects. During the current financial year, we have been able to set new benchmarks in project execution. We will be surpassing the ambitious target of commissioning 2,500 km broad gauge lines. This will be almost 30% higher than last year. In the next year, we plan to commission 2,800 kilometers of track. This year, we changed the metric from completion to commissioning. Completion can be a misleading term, a paper reality. Nothing has started functioning until it has been commissioned. It is with pride that I inform the August House that we are poised to commission broad gauge lines at the rate of over 7 km per day against an average of about 4.3 km per day in the last 6 years. This pace will increase to about 13 km per day in 2017-18 and 19 km per day in 2018-19 and will generate employment of about 9 crore man days in 2017-18 and 14 crore man days in 2018-19.